And we're off.
Yeah. So, Tunicas are on the brighter side today. I like the turquoise one of Spike Vegeta Mouse, I believe.
Yeah, I really like that one as well.
Cariosa's gray is also nice. A lot of rupees in Mido's house.
Yeah, nothing in Mido's house for once.
Nope. Let's see what the sword chest has for us. Only more money, okay.
I didn't
So
know
if-
Kikiris were such capitalists.
Yeah, so with that money, I expect most of our runners going Deku Tree now.
Yeah, they can basically just go ahead and buy that deck package here, possibly also buy one another stick and nuts, and then just head in.
You need normally at least 2 sticks to defeat Deku Tree.
Yeah, but with these fancy back jumping and stuff like that we see on Spike Vegeta side, you get a lot of money with all those early ones.
So yeah, our race today is on the 4.0 Legacy. Version 5.0 dropped this week actually. I believe on Monday or late Sunday.
It was the night from Monday to Tuesday.
Was it Monday to
Sunday
Tuesday?
Monday.
Yeah. And it was during one of our races. So Wooden Bear not opting to go Deku Tree. Cariosa, Salty and Spike all opting towards the Deku Tree.
Yeah, and going back to what you said that we are using the 0.4 Legacy here is basically because there were a bit of changes that would definitely affect the meta that has been established in these qualifiers. When looking at the first hint here, Spirit Temple is way of the hero.
Yeah, so runners will now hope to get that Requiem soon, so they get access to Spirit Temple. So that's why it's down stuff. Spirit and 40 dead.
And we'll get the minute of force from Ocarina of Time, meaning that if, for example, it's one of those medallions, we're gonna have to find Terraform.
Yes, but our runners, they can, I'm pretty sure, all do Mido skip and just jump over the little kid instead.
Yeah, probably. And
Hook shot in Deku Tree.
That is a very, very nice item to get. That you basically want that before you go out because it definitely helps you a lot with early routing, just speeds it up a little bit.
Yeah, so you can immediately go into, when you get the Minuet song, you can immediately first dip Forest Temple. You can get the Bolero song when you can get to Devil May Crater.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and you can more efficiently farm the Scartelers at the beginning.
Yeah, that is one of the things that you don't normally tend to think about, but it does help you if you need a high amount of soul stuff.
Could we maybe not spoil what other runners find? I believe it's more fun when we all discover these things together.
Yeah, I agree. So, there was nothing in the crate in Groda Valley. We're gonna have to see if there's anything in the waterfall. Looks like Wooden Barrel though might just go for the hint here. That looks like rupees inside the waterfall. I did not have the time to see that hint.
Plot is the most long shot. I believe that Beryl probably saw it. Don't see him doing the mistake and not getting very important item. Oh, more rupees here.
And the 200 rupees here. So they are gonna have a lot of money coming out of it. Yeah, Wooden Barrel decides to play the hint game and gonna backwalk all the way back here to get it.
Our Castle of the Hero. That's probably the song from Zelda.
Yeah, probably.
Or better, Impa used the song.
That is very possible. Otherwise, it's gonna be the fairy fountain. Oh, so the fountain is taking a hit from this also down.
We have Big Poe there. So Cariosa setting up B1 skip. Failing first time. B1 skip is one of the biggest trick allowed in the accessible rule set by which we are playing today.
Yeah, that's one is, if you want to be quick at the game, it is one of those must ones.
Yeah, so this bunch having no problems with B1 skip. Yeah, because you're skipping a lot. You're skipping you're skipping 3 rooms in Deku 3, and most importantly, you're skipping the long shot, the hook, the slingshot requirement.
Yeah. With this fake Vida doing the other setup here compared to what sort of Spawns and Carosa does. This one is a little bit faster, but it is a little bit more tricky.
Yeah, Spike has a little bit of problems doing the normal version the other ones do. So he's always opting for that one. Pause buffering at the right second. And he also is up there.
Beautiful kill for both for Spawns and Carosa here on Goma.
Yes. Really nice job.
And what about the bomb suit? That's gonna be quite nice if they decide to do the route that they wouldn't barrel though. You think?
Yes. Deku 3 though resets time doing Deku 2 sets time of day to 12 PM though. Which is why runners normally go immediately to Hyrule Castle. Because you don't have enough time to do the Hyrule route with it.
More importantly, we are rewarded with our first medallion.
Yeah, water medallion from Deku 3.
Yeah, Spike also doing an excellent fight here against Goma.
Barry on the way to Hyrule Market now after finishing the Hyrule route. Unfortunately, he found nothing, putting him a little bit behind here at the beginning.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the calls here about the same time as Sponge. Yeah, just about 4 seconds ahead. And because he didn't found anything, he can't go in and get this gold layer that Sponge is also gonna do.
spare stocking own sticks, so you will probably decide to stay a child.
Yep.
Get the songs from Zelda and Melon, and we probably do the Deco Tree after that.
Yeah, probably.
So hints, left hand is that.
Yeah, the Gongo's Cavern is Wave Hero and also another gold flame there that we don't need.
30s was that, right?
Yeah, DC being Way of the Hero is just such a nice one because you can get in there just very easily if you are adult. Yeah, especially if they have hook shots and stuff like that, because then they can just farm a lot of the skull slots in there as well.
Yes. They're basically just on your way. But so far we have 30 and 40 dead, so the only high amount of scatters could be needed would be 50.
Yeah. Barrel here is gonna be wizard, and we're gonna see if Sponge or Sorty wait. No, Sorty's gonna directly go to Zelda and Rosha. Probably do the same thing.
Kokiri Forest there. That's no surprise.
Yeah, it isn't that big of a surprise. They have already cleared that one out. The only thing that I hadn't done there was the Song of Storm. So at least they don't have to go back for that.
That's normally what you can just pick up on the way.
Yeah.
Invisible Maze is, it's basically the last check before the dongo you would do. Where you defeat an invisible Flow Master. Spike Vegeta heading a dart, not picking up Zelda's Lullaby. His early route is normally getting the weird egg and then heading a dart and letting it hatch while he is adult.
Yeah, why not? It is definitely the question here. If you want to prioritize 2 early songs, maybe 3 if you be able to do a lot in forest. Otherwise, go adult, you will get more items that way. And especially with that hookshot, you will be able to get the Bolero either way.
Yeah. Bombshoes and hookshot. Open up now. Okay, Spirit. Jabu is our force medallion. Fire is vanilla. Yes, we have the water, and the forest temple is required for the shadow medallion. And to Dumbo's cavern. Ooh, so this is actually a very nice medallion spread.
Yeah, absolutely. And especially considering that with that way of the hero into Nongo's Cavern, having that one being a medallion actually just puts more value onto that place. I do also like that we have both Kokiri for foolish hints outside her castle.
Yes. Figgy, no, there's no mode where the Master Sword is mixed in. This is not something planned currently because it would be much more of a rework of the original game as it is in Link to the Past, unfortunately.
Yeah. So, what song are we gonna get here from Salazar?
Yes, it is Way of the Hero, after all.
And it's gonna be Song of Storm. That could potentially point us toward the bottom of the well.
Yes.
Is that or either than frogs? Because we know that there's nothing in Kokiri Forest.
Yeah, so there's frogs. There's also the cavern before Goron City.
gonna be interested to see if any of the runners here decide to go to London Vans. Yeah, William Barrow is gonna go there. So he's gonna prioritize 2 early songs. It's really nice to do that if you get warp songs, because you could possibly chain them as soon as you become adults.
Yeah, we also about to check the Boulder of Destiny. Spike did not opt to do so. Getting the Ocarina songs. In this version, all grottos still have the same hint. Okay, that's unfortunately a wasted bombshell for Karyosa and Salty.
And wow, that hookshot already paying out. Man on the Roof giving us our first dive.
Oh, we got scale. Nice.
So normally that whenever we get to Kakariko here, we don't have hookshot, so that one would be considered a sequence break. However, we got it here, and look at that, both for Wooden Barrel.
No, it's not a sequence break. In the weekly settings, the Man on Roof with the jump is in logic. Yes. Like Vegeta getting Goto's ladder, which he can deliver as a child now, since he has the scale.
Yeah, that's really big items coming out.
Also, I'm having up the wrong chat, I see. I accidentally still had a Spike Vegeta's chat open instead of... Ooh, Zelda's Lullaby in Windmill.
That is probably one of the best songs that you can get, because it unlocks a lot of surprising stuff, especially considering where he is, because he went here before going to graveyard, meaning that he can just go into a sun in the grave and not having to retrace back there. And it looks like it's a vanilla song on Mala.
Yes, remember, we have a Way of the Hero for Spirit Temple. So we could get something like... so Shadow Temple is not required, right? So what songs could be in... oh no, wait, Spirit Temple is not desert, no.
Yeah, that one is considered the Colossus Hands.
Colossus, yes. So we could see that Epona song in early use, just to get to that Spirit Temple Way of the Hero once our runners find 2 strengths. Barrel back in Kokiri Forest.
It's gonna be interesting to see if it is either on the child side or the adult side that Way of the Hero is.
Yes, for child side you require Requiem Heart.
Yeah, and it's time for Composer Cape for Spike.
I can unfortunately not do the first chest in as adult. You can do it out of logic as child by doing a flame storage trick. But as adult you need either fire arrows and a bow and magic, or Din's fire and magic.
Is it considered a sequence break if you do Din's fire as child?
No.
Okay. Wow, that is a very fun location for that.
I always love it, and you can just play it and you're basically 2 feet 5 feet over you in 2 seconds. But it's useful. It's really useful, especially at the beginning, because you can then get Dampus digging really easy as child. So he is dead.
But also, it's quicker to get out of Composer's Cave by playing that warp song.
Yeah. Goron City as our second Sora scale is... there was nothing there. Did anyone see what we had on our on the squab? That Salty Sponge just picked up. So I predict 49 today for Spike.
I'm gonna say 50.
$51 from 0.
We have a flame hit.
Yeah, we are sorry for the low steam quality, unfortunately, at Salty Sponge here. Unfortunately, nothing we can do about it. 53. Oh, 53 is not too bad when you get hit once from a flame.
Yeah, there were some flames where he had to run around them because they were a bit bad placed.
So Salty Sponge heading to Zarya, while Cariosa and Spike are currently doing Adult Kakariko, and Wooden Barrel is taking on his Deku Tree. So, I once again predicted 49 for the second race for Spike here.
I'm gonna say 60 again, just because. His moment does look good though.
Let's hope we see on Sword. What was it? Prelude in Sacred Forest Meadow from Zarya.
That's really good for spawns, and Ice Cavern being the way of the hero as well. That Rudolph's Ladder is definitely looking good now for Spike.
Oh yes. Fortunately, we need to go back, child. Well, all of our runners we need to double dip double dip H. Kind of want to say here, because they need to pick up the. Oh no, wait. Beryl could pick up the Uto's ladder as a. No wait, it was from Adult Andrew. Yes, then you cannot. But you cannot do that.
I also had a hint here about frogs in the river, but I did not see what we got from it.
Yes. So you will need to get the letter as adult, turn it in as child. Hope you have the boomerang by then, so you can immediately do Jabu. And then go to Ice Cavern as adult. Ice Cavern could be our Requiem, since Spirit Temple is way of the hero.
Possibly.
Requiem.
Requiem would be really good for our runners to pick up. And we have another bow there in the Redead Grotto.
And that's definitely worth the bomb shoe there.
And we have our first food there, is Salty Sponge.
So yeah, Spike has now 2 of the 3 items he needs for early Forest Temple. Forest Temple is a medallion, so there's no reason not to do it.
Yeah, only really need a way to get there. We are probably gonna see him just do middle clip because it is pretty free. Otherwise, yeah. Where is that Zarya song for the logical access?
Yes, Zarya song in this setting could be Way of the Hero. Could be, so that could be the song in Ice Cavern. So Ice Cavern could be what I like to call a fake Way of the Hero. Or no, logical only Way of the Hero, because you could just go there, waste a lot of time, get Zarya song and be like, oh yeah, I didn't need that to complete the seed. I need it logically, but I don't need it as one, and I'm basically just wasting time. So let's see what is on top of the Dodongo's cavern here. Bike is not looking.
It is
Ice arrows.
Ice arrow. That is completely useless for us.
Hey, there's one animation you can get from only Dodongo only by using ice arrows.
Right. And a double defense there for Spike.
Spike, you have Song of Storms. Spike forgetting the to play Song of Storms there.
Yeah, that's let's hope for him that isn't anything. Maybe he looks to do it later when it comes here as a side, but why not just knock it off immediately?
Yeah, there's not really good reason not to actually. Okay. Or you just forgot it. That's okay, you sometimes forgot stuff when you do a long race.
Yeah.
No, wait! Spike does not have Song of Storms. He never went to the. He never got the ZL check.
Right. He wasn't there because he decided that I'm just gonna rush adult.
Yeah, we only have one tracker today, so don't be hard on him for that.
Yeah, so the spawns now gaining a few checks we couldn't do. We couldn't see earlier when wooden barrels here, so he might find something good here.
Cariosa got Prelude.
Get the Song of Time from Bolero.
Yeah, you don't need that in. You don't need that actually in the Forest Temple if you have hookshot and bow. But it could help. It could make once our runners have Epona song, which Spark did not pick up yet. It could make going Spirit Temple early a little bit more valuable, since you can pick up more stuff in GTG along the way.
If not, it would speed up could speed up, for example, a little bit with the routing if you don't get the two keys early, but at the same time you can do other stuff just to get
By Vegeta here doing Mido skip. So you basically try to back jump over him in a specific angle. So Cariosa is the first one us to heading into the Dongo Cavern here. He only has bomb shoes.
Yeah, following the hints here.
As we have the Dongo's Cavern way of the year, so that's not too bad of an idea.
I just love this little. No, it looks like Spike's just gonna run it down. There's really a bit of cool jump you can do at the start there. Fortunately, we not get to see it with Spike. Hopefully, we get to see it with the food of our other runners.
That's a really nice jump. You can also play Pierre at the beginning, but our runners have none of our runners have activated Scarecrow song yet.
Yeah, we have only seen Wooden Barrel being in that area as a child. And sort of Sponge is standing there, but he needs to be there as a child and an adult.
Oh, Spike just missing the window to get to the path to the man with the big stick. Wooden Barrel picking up his bullet, that will save him actually a lot of time, since he can now go adult immediately.
And we have this victim spirit here behind Saria's song.
It makes it more likely that Saria's song is an ice cavern.
Yeah.
So let's see if we can get if Spike heads. Yes, he heads to Forest here. Did Cariosa find anything yet in Dodongo's Cavern? Haven't paid attention to his screen. So you are able to full clear Dodongo's Cavern with only bomb shoes, but I believe he has no longer enough bomb shoes to do so.
Yeah, his bomb shoe account is not the best. He would need roughly 2 more to be safe, but could do with 1 more because you need two for the ice, You need 2 for the boss, and then you also need 1 for that cess on the bridge.
Yes, you need 2 for the. So you, yeah, no, and you need 1 to get to the dongo to explode the platform on top of him.
That is true.
So you need total. So you need total of 5 to full clear here.
Isn't it 6?
Two eyes. 1, 2.
2 eyes.
Oh, yeah, 6. Yes, you're right. You would need total of 6. Math.
Yeah, we won't do that in school. That is what we hear here.
Yes, you're right. We are talking about his situation in particular. Oh, there are more bomb shoes. 5 of them.
Yeah, the 5-pack there come out nice for Croatia.
Yeah, with that way of the hero, I see Karyosa opting for it. So of course, you need to be able to get the twig done actually. So you need to be able to do ground jump off the bomb flowers.
It's quite interesting, but that's 50 rupees there as well. It's gonna be in the back, and Croatia jumping down here, not even gonna bother with going to the back there to take that other chest. Just gonna opening to leave and continue searching on the mountain.
We know that way of the hero cannot be a bomb pack at this point because the bomb pack cannot log itself if it is way of the hero. Yeah, Song of Storms is with a very high probability way of the hero. It could still be the our Song of Storm. It's actually interesting because often Zelda's Lullaby is automatically the way of the hero just to defeat, just to be able to beat Shadow Temple, but our Shadow Temple is not required.
Yeah. And we see that the Spike skipping out on the Song of Storm on the mountain was a good choice because there was just a piece of heart in that garden. Oh, and Wooden Barrel realizing here one thing that was changed in the 0.5 here. You can't use bomb suit to actually blow them up in 0.4. It was changed so you could do that in 0.5, but yeah, that is a little bit irritating.
In 4.0 the game still checks if you have the bomb bag. So by him not having the bomb bag, unfortunately wasted the tree here. And we need to come back later. So Spike Vegeta not finding anything yet in Forest Temple. He will need to leave after the next chest, since he has no strength upgrade.
Yeah, that is one of the things that you would not consider the strength upgrade being so big, but that is a big key for Spike.
Yeah, there's no way, unfortunately, to skip the strength requirement.
Yeah, Wooden Barrel considered picking up the ice arrows there, decided against it at the end. And are you guys ready for some chickens? Because we'll get that very soon on Wooden Barrel side.
And I don't believe that Barrel will do chickens. He will probably wait for nightfall here and do damper digging.
Yeah, he could do that, absolutely.
Barrel is not a big fan, for those that know him, of doing chickens.
Yeah, that is still one check which could have nearly everything in the game. Did we just hear Meep? Oh, don't tell me Navi is King Sora on Spike's side.
They're heading into Kakariko, handing in the letter. Remember, this is 4.0, so as Mask is not an always hint yet. In 5.0 they have they have changed the tournament distribution a little bit, so we will get one more way of the hero. At the moment we are getting 4. In 5.0 we will get 5. We will get 3 Baron hints instead of 2. And Scar Mask has been added as an always hint, so you always will get at least one, no, at least 2 hint stones about what is actually on Scar Mask. Okay, Curious are doing a fairy here, while Salty Sponge is first learning Zealous Lullaby. And we get more bomb shoes.
Yeah, this is also one good thing here. We see a wooden barrel here, considering that he went here as a knight. He can just get some Scotolas and sec the 10 already.
Yeah, total of 5 Scotolas in Child Kakariko. 2 more you can pick up on Graveyard if you have Bugs and the Boomerang.
Yep.
Making good use of the stick here. Rutos was on Anjo Adult. So Barry will pick that up once he gets Adult.
Yeah, it looks like Kurosa actually found some more bombs also here on the mountain.
What was that hint?
I completely missed it.
Oh, it was Colossus left hand is dead. Did we find out what was on the final Fox hint?
I missed the second time as well, but hopefully someone in chat saw it.
Yeah, Ice Cavern is already open.
Yeah, they do get a little bit better video quality than us, so they can more easily read it.
Minuet. So Minuet was Requiem, yes. Writing down the song we are still missing here. Spike heading to the graveyard again as a doll. Don't understand why. Is he going to Dongo's cavern?
So one thing Spike did was I saw him running up to the Stone Mage, and it didn't have any bounces left after it done that. So he might have saved and reset it away from there so that he could keep bounces for the Dongo.
It makes sense. I mean, he has the Dongo Cavern Way of the Hero, so he may tell himself, hey, I'm not going Child again, because that may be my Boomerang, and then I can immediately do Jabu, open up Ice Cavern Way of the Hero in one go as Child.
Oh, look at Wooden Barrel. Don't go there yet. You don't want to go there yet, Barrel.
Yes. Early dipping bottom of the well here. This means he will have to skip 4 checks.
Yeah, that is a bit unfortunate considering where Zealous Lullaby was.
We haven't gotten anything yet from the ZL, which is probably Way of the Hero.
Yeah, keep an eye on Kurosa here because he's
Wait. No, ZL was not Way of the Hero. We got ZL in Windmill. Song of Storms is Way of the Hero.
There goes a goddamn. That looked like a Decker Shield when I checked on Kurosa.
Okay. So
wonder...
picking up his Requiem. No one has gone to desert yet.
Yeah, and... Oh, there was actually a slingshot in that list? Okay. Did Kursa look in that test?
Did Spike pick up
Spike pick up slingshot from the compass test.
Okay, it means
Oh, light arrow for wooden barrel!
Yeah. That explains the Song of Storm's way of the hero. Now, now let's hope that the L checks have nothing, because Beryl may opt not to go back into Val after getting the L.
Yeah.
Lidars are always required.
Yeah, and it looked like it was a vanilla key in the coffin. Oh, Spike. I feel for him having King Sora sound as
Beryl getting that key. So Koryosa is now in Forest Temple 2, not having strength found. No one found strength yet, so he will also not be able to full clear it.
Yeah.
Doesn't know that yet, but picking up some scout lasers along the way may be helpful in long run.
Yeah. Spike falling down at the bridge. Keep an eye on him, because from what I hear from last night's race, he did the Dodongo without bombs and lift upgrade. He basically did a bomb to strat. So keep an eye on him. He did not do that. That is if I got all of the... from what I read, at least, right?
I didn't know that. Last time I watched Spike, he didn't know it yet. So happy for him if he learned it. Because
it might be another runner. We have to see.
He has enough. He has 8 bomb shoes, I believe. Yes. So he is able to proceed further.
Yeah. And an interesting jump down there too. He basically wants to take some of the hints here.
Yes, Final Fox is dead. Thank you, Spike. Someone lost his shield here.
So, where do you think the first bomb bag is?
Ooh, for strength. What fairy was that? Was that one on Hyrule Castle? Since he's child?
Yeah, it was Castle.
Yes.
That is fun how both of the items, both of the hero, because it was basically both the song and...
Okay. Spike heading back to child now. He did not go farther in the Dongo's cavern.
It can be interesting to see if Spike actually goes in and check that fairy, because remember he had not done that trip over to the Song of Storm to look at the Song of Storm yet. He went away from that early, so he could very well be going in there because he has Zelda's Lullaby on.
So in the meantime, Beryl heading up to the river. Unfortunately, not having that Ruto's ladder yet.
Yeah.
But he has Song of Storm, so he can do every check that is relevant at this point. Getting some beans.
And Kurota is gonna be the first one to Requiem.
Checking fairy first.
You can also check the bean location from this place. Also, it is a bit specific on where you're standing to see it. But
yeah, we got so much. We get 30 and 40 so far. We don't know what it's on 50 yet.
gonna learn what Song of Storm Frog is on the Wooden Barrel side. Oh, now the slingshot!
Okay, it means the slingshot from Dodongo's Cavern is not Way of the Hero. That's very important information. That means that the last two checks you have not seen yet in Dodongo's Cavern, one of them is Way of the Hero.
Yeah, at the same time, look at Salty Sponge. He has the lift upgrade. Once he goes over there, he can easily finish that one off.
Anyone seeing what's on top there?
I don't like the position there, standing and looking. I like one the other place. And Spike picking up his lift upgrade. And then we have Bolero Fire from Requiem Spirit.
Yes, and Spike's Vault here paying off, getting the chicken hatched. So, what was on top?
I missed it. Didn't see what it was.
So, Requiem was Bolero. So yes, Warner, when they go child second, they can now full clear their forest temple. Gonna be interesting to see if they turn in Ruto's ladder already.
Yeah, and remember, Wooden Barrel here. Everything in here for him is a sequence break because of that he has to do the second to get in there compared to, for example, Spike or the others who have Zelda's Lullaby, and Spike even has a dive as well.
We go and craft the fish bottle. Probably not gonna see anyone turn that in today.
Yeah.
So Curiosa heading to Lone on the Wench. So and Salty Sponge is in Dodongo's Cavern now with the stone upgrade. He will find more bombshells in here, so the fact that he has only one left is not important for him.
Yeah, and for a lot of the different spots here, he can just lift up bombs, so he's gonna have well enough bombs. The Spike also heading over here to pick up his Epona song, and also another quiver. The one he has new. The one he has new is it just doesn't carry it out, you know.
Yes, he has not gone Lake Hylia or South or Gerudo Valley yet as child, so we will probably do that. So did we get another Baron hint by the way by now? I just have Kokiri written down yet.
I have not seen one yet.
So they're the first one to do Torch one.
Yeah, nothing in sort of the main.
Yeah, just Piece of Heart. Yeah, unfortunately, it does not have the letter yet from Andrew, so we cannot turn it in. It will cost him some time having to double lip so as the main. Big Pro that.
Oh, Sponge barely misses the jump slash there to make it up onto the platform.
Yeah, that's unfortunate time loss.
And Corrosa going back to Spirit.
Yeah, Corrosa does
Precisely,
not
time
have a slingshot yet, so you cannot do any. Oh yes, yes, bomb shoes. You can,
Yeah.
out of logic, get progression on Child Spirit as with bomb shoes as a young child.
Yeah, it's a little bit of irritating setup. Then again, you could say that about the slingshot setup, but
I mean, you basically just need to target the wall. Ooh, Barrett picking up Zora Tunic in Lostwood. You basically just need to target the wall. Then wait 2 seconds and let it go. And then you can almost not miss it. It's not that hard to do.
oh, and Corrosa has slingshot, so
Oh, he has slingshot. Okay.
he did pick it up when he was in the longest.
Yes, we missed that part, unfortunately.
But yeah, as predicted, Spawns here is going to the back of.
Oh, Water Temple is foolish.
Oh, that is like a really good hint because there are some very bad locations inside of Water Temple that is a time commitment in themselves.
Was that a Kokiri shield on top of the pillar here?
I did not see. And Third Spawns here lagging out perfectly, do not see what's in that chest.
Yeah, Spirit Temple Bosky is on Child's side. Meantime, Beryl is in his first adult section now. Light arrows were in bottom of the well. Only Beryl has them so far. Okay, we're finding a small key and the boss key in a Child Spirit, so we can continue.
Yep. And Sword Sponge is going to be our first runner who has 2 medallions.
Yes, and oh no, DC is not Force Medallion. They will having little problems getting on top of the roof here.
And Sword Sponge denying us to see what 2 items were.
What?
Yeah, he lagged on both of the items. So he's gonna keep us in suspense here
Bomb
a
pack.
little longer.
He has a bomb pack.
Ooh, bomb bag, that's big.
But bomb pack cannot be...
It can be if there's a bomb bag somewhere else. That
yeah, but it cannot be the way of the hero.
No, it can't. The way of the hero then must be slingshot.
Yeah, but the slingshot was locked. Where was the other slingshot again?
It was on Songstorm Frog.
Ooh.
Oh, he has a boomerang?
Boomerang, okay.
That is huge.
That is
very huge. Considering that he has Brutus Leather, Yabba Yabba is beatable for him. He can also pick up another song from there, which can definitely just be nice.
Yeah, and his bomb pack is out of logic, so there's still another bomb pack somewhere. In logic for one of us to find. Bone chest. Bone chest bomb pack. So, meantime, Gariosa and Spike working their way to Shadow Temple, to Spirit Temple as child.
Yep.
Yes.
He No love.
And so far, with that move, Salty Sponge, I would say, is at the moment ahead. Because he can now clear Jabu, he can clear Forest Temple now. Getting a lot of progression done, and maybe a second strength or something, so he can... Yeah, so he can already do a lot. So what do our runners need at this point? They need... Oh yeah, Salty Sponge has the... has cleared the DC trackers. So yeah, our runners to BTC, they need a second strength upgrade somewhere. They need the mirror shield, they need the hammer, and that's it. There are only 3 more go mode items and magic. So only 4 more go mode items at this point.
So we're having some question here in the chat about what they play for, really. Can you tell them?
So our runners are participating in the qualifier for the SG Live tournament. That means the top 3 runners in our month-long event that concludes today will get a subsidized travel cost to the SG Live tournament in October in Washington DC.
Yeah, and the money from that we have seen being pulled in through the crowd control races that have happened throughout the month as well.
Curiosa has finished a Spirit Temple, is now... When did he pull out? He did the Sunblock room, I believe.
I think Kurosa did all the way up to the hand in Spirit.
Which one?
The side hand.
Oh, so the outer hands, yes, okay. I was thinking about the one, but you cannot reach inside in the lobby, but you cannot reach them.
Ah.
All the way to the right hand, okay. You know that left hand is dead. So this Sponge now in Crater, picking up his Song of Time.
Yeah, and Kurosa here will get a little bit of advantage, possibly over Barrel, because seeing that he has the last lullaby when he went in here was with the Barrel hit.
Yeah, very huge advantage. It depends. If there's nothing on there, he's just wasting time, and Barrel may never come back.
Yeah, that is the thing. That is the big question. That is the
Picking up his
$1
light
million
arrows here.
question.
Ooh, 51 by Barrel.
That's good.
So fun fact about the boulders that lead to Lost Woods in Goron City, you can only shoot the white bomb flower on the ground. The left one is actually not really there. You cannot hit it for some reason.
I didn't know that.
Yes, always sit for the white there. Because and not having... Okay.
You aim for the right because right is right.
I have no sword on that left. Bike, having finished Spirit Temple, try it. Let's see where he heads next.
Wooden Barrel is gonna get a 50 here.
Nice time. So, Bike has not done Lost Woods, I believe. So we will pick up Prelude soon.
Yep.
So it is picking up Requiem. Oh, 50 is dead. Okay.
That's good.
So that will be probably a short qualifier today. Or runners do not require the 50 or do not require to do all dungeons. It'll just be a question of where our last go mode items will be.
Yeah.
No one found the Zora scale in Gold City yet.
Oh, what's a piece of heart from that Deku Saiman in Kakuri, in Kiri Forest?
Yes. Did the Curiosa find anything yet in the ZL checks?
Don't think so.
So the first of all runners in Forest Temple that can full clear it.
Yes, Bun's route here has been really good this seed.
Yeah, definitely paying off hugely. The moment he's the one that is ahead.
Did Sponge actually pick up the Soa scale when it was in Kakuiko?
The what?
Did Sponge pick up the Soa scale when it was in Kakuiko?
Probably.
So those scales were Man on the Roof.
Yes.
This is one that you don't tend to skip if you are an adult.
Yeah, I assume he has it. Yes, like I said, we only have one tracker today. If anyone is interested in tracking, you can sign up and help us out a little bit. It is impossible for one person to track 4 runners without doing mistakes.
Oh, I have been doing quad tracking and signal commentary before. This is horrible. But that was a Link to the Past, so that one is a little bit more tame than Ocarina of Time.
Okay, I would assume that Link to the Past is even harder, because you have a much higher check density throughout the game. Okay.
It has a higher check density, but at the same time, it has more limited routing compared to Ocarina of Time. So you normally see people just going in the kind of same routes.
As well, if you want to help out Poseidon, which we really thank for tracking today, sign up here please, and you should be approved. Wait, I accidentally crashed my commentary stream.
You're gonna see Barrel here now also doing the setup. He's using hookshot though compared to the bow. So what do you think? So we have a question here. What have anyone who joined missed in this seed that was terrible? I would say the Dongo.
The Dongo is terrible, yes. Most of our runners went in. And we still don't have our first logical bomb back.
Yeah, those bombs you see on Sponge there, that was behind bomb bag in the Dongo's cabin. As well as that was also where the boomerang was.
Yes.
Yeah, except for that, we have otherwise a pretty tame seed. So I would probably assume our first bomb bag is in ice cabin or in Store Fountain as an adult.
Okay, so yeah, we will soon hopefully see some more checks in Forest Temple.
And look at Kurosa. He siled the chickens by...
It could be our first logical bomb bag.
Yeah.
Hello, Twin Mommy.
Also, thanks so much for that bit. And the chickens are done as normal.
Yeah, as soon as Wooden Barrel hears what was on chickens, he will be very happy.
Yeah.
People spamming the emotes from Spike Vegeta's multiple tournament team in the chat.
Yeah, if you really want some good Ocarina of Time rando, make sure to check out that multi-world tournament. It has been a lot of fun seeing that one so far.
So, yeah, unfortunately, Wooden Bear with the next decision that will turn out bad, dipping Forest Temple without the strength upgrade. Salty Sponge hasn't found any new progression item in Forest yet. He's the first of our runners with the strength upgrade in it.
Yes, I quite like what Spike is doing here and making sure to go to so that the Macy can unlock the king.
Yeah, I just wondered why is he picking up that one nut there?
Yeah, Spike barely had enough time there to get that Skullsola.
So yeah, Wooden Bear, we need to leave a Forest Temple soon, since we will not get a strength upgrade in here. So the Sponge having a little bit of trouble with the hitboxes here. They are sometimes a little bit, let's say, unreasonable in the game.
Yeah.
Okay. I could be the first one to turn in the letter.
And immediately leaves as well to look like he might be considering bottom of the well now.
As with the information he has that it is Way of the Hero, this is a very good decision. So Spike could have opted to go into Zoa's domain, getting the first two checks. Getting the first check in Jabu and the Soa Fountain Ferry. We know that Boomerang is not in there. It is on the Dongo, probably.
Yeah, but looking from his standpoint, he has seen the hint about Ice Cavern. He's probably just waiting to go to Sora Fountain till he's adult, where he can get both the Way of the Hero that's in there, and as well as getting basically, you can basically check also the Fairy Fountain when he's there.
You can full clear Ice Cavern and Zora's Fountain as adult, except for the freestanding piece on the bottom of the lake, of the fountain.
It's probably nothing.
Yeah, but you can check what is down there. When you are at the right position, you can just look down.
Famous last word, you know. It's probably nothing.
So, barrel heading towards the Dongo's Cavern, it seems. Picking up some help on the way. Salty Sponge finding a Poe. Was it a big normal Poe? In Forest Temple.
I missed what that was.
How can we tell who's on the lead? And that's difficult. That's something that basically, in this case, it's Salty Sponge because of the decisions he took. Normally, you can look at the bottom row, see who has the most medallion. That's normally the one who's in the lead. But depending on who has most progression item or who has the most checks left to do, it's difficult to just tell. Randomizer is Ocarina of Time Randomizer is a game that is really luck based. So even though Salty Sponge at the moment is, in my opinion, in the lead, he may have a hard time at the end getting the hammer or the second strength upgrade. Depending on what checks he decides to do after Forest Temple. You should have a message from the SpeedGaming bot. Thank you for tracking. Yes, your application has been approved, so you should get a. Okay, Wooden Bear unfortunately having problems with the with shooting the bomb flowers here. So what you need to do is you need to shoot on the left side, and on the right side you need to shoot one of the later ones, so that they both explode in synchronous on both sides.
As shown below.
You shouldn't need to wait 10 minutes. In this seed, you need a hook shot to get to Twin Aurora. And you may need it in Fire Temple, and you need it definitely in Forest Temple, so it's essential. The long shot is no. Long shot is not. Long shot is actually pretty useless in this seed, since they have Epona and they can get to, and they don't need to get into Water Temple. I don't, since it is a stone. Water Temple is barren, and our Ocarina of Time song, which is Minuet, is not required for our one of the seed.
Yeah, we are basically writing here that we'll probably see Sarah's song in Ice Cavern.
What songs are left? Serenade is left.
Serenade is yet left. Sun Song has one zest.
What was on Sun Song again? Samsung check.
That was Nocturne Shadow.
Nocturne. Okay. So yes, the song could be Saria, which will unlock 2 tracks as child for us. Could be Sunsong, which will unlock 1 track, or it could be Serenade, which will unlock nothing. Okay, Salty picking up Goron tuning.
Very nice find. Will make that whole place just a little bit easier. Now in the seed here, you see they're playing on. It is on fewer tunics, meaning that you might not need the tunics to be able to feed their respective palace, but just having them is just nice.
With your tunic requirements, you still need the tunic to get to Volvagia and to get to the upper echelons of Fire Temple. It is not required for any checks in Devil Equator or in the first rooms in Fire Temple, though.
Right. Yeah. So as our tracker is saying in the chat, there is only the 20 Skulltula left. That could be anything because we already seen a hint about 30, 14, 50, and Barrel Spiker both sect the 10.
So we now see Barrel check get his first bomb back and his boomerang. So meantime, Spike Vegeta full clearing is bottom of the well. Salty in a fight against Phantom Ganon. And nice 2 cycle.
Yeah, there we have the boomerang in the chest above the Dongo. And when the barrel leaves, doesn't have the lift upgrade, unfortunately, so you can't do the Dongo. That is unfortunate.
Yeah, it will cost him a lot of time in the end, needing to get back.
Yeah,
or he doesn't want to since he does not have a bomb back, he does not want to use his 6 remaining bomb shoes to defeat the Dongo. Unfortunately, he doesn't know that he would get a bomb back from him. So Karyosa picking up the strength from Hyrule Castle Ferry. So Salty Sponge having his Shadow Medallion. Getting the song from Requiem, he cannot get in there as adult. So none of our runners actually have done Reverse Wasteland yet. So no one has gone to PG.
Yeah, they do have Epona song from Sponge doesn't, but the other have Epona song from basically Malon herself. But yeah, considering that sort of spawners have both Tail of Forest and the DC, he could go to Temple of Time and check what item is behind those 2 medallions.
I also loved the sound from Spike Vegeta at the moment, just having this chill Kakariko music inside bottom of the well.
It ruins the mood a bit.
A little bit, yes. So I believe someone already checked that fair and was nothing.
And Wooden Barrel is gonna feel a little bit irritated now as he's gonna get the strength upgrade here.
Mm-hmm. Just turn up the volume a little bit and take in that beautiful atmosphere here in the bottom of the well. So this Sponge did not opt for Reverse Wasteland.
And there were just some bombs behind the Shadow and Spirit Medallion.
They are back in Kokiri Forest? Is he getting a new shield? Yes, he is.
Probably, yeah.
Oh, Spike fell down there. Was that? Did you check the other chest first, or was this an accident?
I don't know. But let's talk about what more items we need to finish this shade. We need
Yes.
magic. We need, for a lot of our runners, actual bombs. And what more?
Well, so we have Spirit Temple. Spirit Temple heart requires the Mirror Shield and the second strength upgrade. Jabu Jabu, we have our Boomerang, which is waiting for 2 of our runners in Dodongo. For Fire Temple, we heart require a hammer. And our runners may need to go back to Lake as adult to activate Pierre. If there's anything, if boss key or required key is on Pierre. And that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, did I mention the hammer? So we do not require in this seat any of our... We don't require dins, we don't require any of our boots. So this is a pretty tame seat because we don't require a lot of items.
Yeah.
And we don't need our long shot.
Quite a nice seat. Well,
So
at least for what items we need, and the progression there is a little bit ugly at the moment.
So yeah, we need 4 more items. So Karyosa working to... is in Forest Temple has his strength upgrade. So he can do a lot of progression. Getting that...
Barrel have went back to the main now with the root slider and the boomerang. We'll be able to just go into Yabu Yabu if he so chooses to and beat that out.
Yeah, he has his boomerang. So there's no reason not to do progression here. And he will get his force medallion from it, which is a song.
And Spike heading into Fire Temple.
Oh, first of all, I want us to do so. You haven't seen our hammer yet anyway.
Maybe Spanish will need a hammer.
Yeah, if the hammer is anywhere in Fire Temple, normally the runners get it very late. Because a lot of runners, because there are some checks early on that are hammer locked. And normally you don't want to spend a lot of time in Fire Temple because it has a low check density. Because of the high amount of keys you find in here.
Yeah, you could be possibly led very deep into fire before you find your progression. But one of the nice things about Fire Temple is that there are also sculptures in here which isn't too far away from the main track if you choose to farm a few of those songs.
Yes, but they're still very bad to get because they're still they cost more time than a lot of others, like in Forest Temple, where they're just basically in your way.
Yep. Oh, magic!
Magic!
Spike. That is really good for him.
So Spike cannot advance further, but he found magic, and he's the first of runners to do so. So saves here, so he can get the. So he can save scum 1 true, since he is one of the runners that does not have the bomb pack either. So at this point, are there many checks left that our runners can do without that are not behind bombs? You can do Ice Cavern without bombs.
Yeah, that is one check I'm looking at the moment for our progression.
This could very well be a seat where Skull Mask is logically required for a bomb pack.
Yeah, well, we also have Guru the Valley and Guru the Training Ground, all of that stuff.
Guru the Fortress and Guru the GTG, yes. Because reminder, the bomb pack that Salty Sponge has in his inventory is not the first logical one. Was there ever a Root or Slatter check in the lake? Oh, you mean the freestanding heart piece? The freestanding bottle, yes.
Yeah, we have seen people faking it. We have not seen what it was, but people have been faking it.
Yeah, at this point, since all of our runners have the scale, it's safe to assume that it's not something important. Otherwise, they would have gone back for it.
Yep. So we're gonna have our first item here in Yabu here very soon for the barrel. I'm interested to see what we can find in here.
And Spike is... Problem for Spike is he has magic, but he cannot use it for anything. So there's nothing he gains from it. Picking up more bomb shoes.
And the first test in Yabu Yabu is just a deck field.
Oh, seems like Spike is going back to the Dongo's cavern.
That is good.
That's very good. So I guess the routing that Spike at the moment has in his mind is doing the Dongo, and then probably going up the river to get Ice Cavern. Ice Cavern is free of the hero, but probably for Saria's song, which they don't require hard. Weep, weep, weep.
And we have there's some arrows here for barrel there on the next item check.
So the one advantage for Barrel is that he's doing Jabu a little bit earlier than Salty, but Salty will soon be behind him. It will pick up his 4th medallion.
Yep. Yeah, Spike now heading into the Dongo. You're probably gonna see him finish this one off. At the same time, Sponge heading into Yabu Yabu.
Spike Furious first time and Spike Furious second time in about 30 seconds. Let's see here. We can do it. Let's hope he can do it. Oh yes, strength upgrade. I forgot that he has strength. I was about to say that he was about to do a ground jump with bomb shoes.
It was Martin who did the bomb shoe yesterday, not Spike. Yeah, Spike is probably gonna be a little bit weirded out here with finding a bomb bag here.
Yeah. Picking up his bomb bag. Probably not happy to see it after bailing out of He may be thinking, maybe I should learn doing the dongo with Pumshu soon.
Maybe.
Because this is a seat where you could have saved a lot of time by being able to do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
No problem, Wiley, thank you for tracking. So we may soon see the 20 check. Ones are still collecting Galdelas. 30, 40 and 50 are all dead.
So what do you expect on being the Green Medallion song?
7, 8. I say 7, 8.
That would be quite good because so Barrel would just be able to head over there after they become adult, activate Scarecrow, and be able to do on top of library and also just adult fishing. It'd be some really good sex to get rid of.
So I'm just thinking, we have a second scale in Goron City that may be behind Saria Song, so we could have like Saria Song and Ice Cavern required to get the second scale in Goron City from Darunia's Joy to get like the hammer from diving in the lab.
That sounds evil.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Yes. If you love doing evil seeds and thinking about doing evil seeds, you can now do it actually, because 5.0 now has the Plando functionality, meaning you can do your own seeds and let other people suffer to it.
Wonderful. Speaking of suffers, Barrel just defeated Yabu Yabu.
No, he saved Jabu Jabu.
True.
Ooh, Din's fire. Okay. Oh no, it's a trap. Okay. I was like, for 1 second, like all my brain cells are like working. Ooh, is maybe something required in Shadow Temple?
Yeah, you were a fool thinking that. But yeah, Spike here, gonna follow the hints and it will be our first run into Ice Cavern.
What is there? Some arrows? Yes.
It's good that he's checking the Fair Fountain here now, considering that it does not have iron boots, so you will have to take a long way or do a saving quick to get out to check this afterwards, so that would be a little bit slower.
Yes. If you have magic and Forest Wind, you can set up Forest Wind in Ice Cavern to get the check later. Yes, Ice is a good play.
Oh, bomb bag!
That's our second bomb bag, locked bomb bag.
That one is locked, as you said. Where is that first bomb bag?
There it is. Wooden Bear just picked. Oh no, Wooden Bear picked up the exact same check as Spike,
Yeah.
just in another age.
As another age in another time.
Yes, Spike does not know how to check the piece here on bottom of the well, on bottom of a lake. Nice, so nice jump slash to be able to get onto that last platform. So because you can get onto that platform not the normal way, you cannot just hang onto it. You can either equip your hover boots and then you just land and then you just can lift yourself up and the hover boots help you. Or you can do a timed jump slash. Otherwise you need to get on top of the second last platform. We have not... no one yet has checked 20 scars.
Yeah, a few of our runners are starting to have.
I don't understand
we will
what.
probably do it. We have them out soon for that. So, and they do have Nocturnal Shadow from checking that composer grave. So they will be able to do that soon.
Okay, they're going into Spirit Temple, while Koryosa has finished his forest, getting a second medallion. So Barrel has not done DC, so getting that bomb back in. Oh, Barrel is planting a bean?
Interesting. Maybe it was something up there.
I believe he hasn't checked it yet.
Ah, so you just planted it, okay.
Ooh, long shot in Ice Cavern? What?
Oh, that is
Why?
interesting.
Okay.
That might. Would that one point forward Gerudo Valley then?
No, because we have Epona song.
So that might then point us forward the Water Temple.
So, 1 minute, where are Burning Kakariko?
Alright, we have already had
What is a Baron Stone? Yes. Our song on Minuet is.
Yeah, that one is unneeded as well.
Also, our song on Ocarina of Time is Minuet, so we have no need. So maybe in logic it is needed to beat Water Temple to get Minuet, to be able to beat Forest Temple.
Oh, that is actually quite a good point.
No, wait, what songs do we have? We have Serenade, which we get here, Burning Kakariko and Pollute. What was... No, that cannot be, because we will be able to get Saria's song no matter what, so... Longshot is not required. Unless it is something for weird in Spirit Temple key logic, I don't believe that Longshot is for anything required in this seed.
No. Right now we just go
Shoot the sun. Ooh, yes. Shoot the sun could be something.
Right. That is very, very true. That would be an ugly progression then if that is the case. If that is the case, let's hope that we find the big key very, very early so we don't have to spend a lot of time in there.
Yes, Neo, but we are talking about long shot being required. I thought he's picking up that ice trap here. I mean, you don't really have a choice, you need to pick it up. Yeah. So for everyone just tuning in, our runners are doing an SG Live qualifier. We are playing zootr, and what we need to finish this seed are the hammer, our second strength upgrade, and our mirror shield.
Yep.
No one has gone to GTG yet. This is like the one big region we haven't seen yet. Spike has been the only one yet who has checked anything in a Fire Temple.
Yeah, that's why he found his magic, so that's pretty good sign.
Yeah, the boomerang that Salty and Spike has and Wooden Barrel off is from the Dongo's Cavern.
Keep an eye on Spike here because he's approaching the lost item and the song here in ice. That could be a lot of telling of what he finds here. Especially if Sarah's song is the Ice Cavern song.
Saria, yes.
Sarah's song, yeah. So that is probably the way of the hero then, because that will unlock Forest Temple.
Yes, the question is... beating Forest Temple... No, wait. Stay with me. Saria's song and Minuet can only be way of the hero if they exclude each other. But we have not seen anything in Forest Temple, I believe. There was no progression in Forest Temple at all. Meaning, you can do Ocarina of Time. No, wait, okay, it could... Okay, if either of the boots are in Forest Temple, are in Ganon's castle, then it could be true, yes. Then Saria's song could lock Minuet.
Yeah.
Okay. So Saria's song could be exclusive. Otherwise, it has to be the long shot.
Spike, no!
What did Spike do?
Spike might have missed a check there because... So, he picked up the blue fairy. Okay, he was just doing a little save warp there. I thought he was gonna miss King Sora.
Yeah, so I knew.
But yeah, with that Sarah song, it could also point to the Runia dance.
Estonia Dance or Skull Kid.
Yeah. So just the hook that they have, not hook that, but piece of heart there from King Sora. I'm interested to see what Spike is going on.
Well, he's next to Forest Temple, so he should do that next.
Yeah.
So.
Unfortunately, this is a double dip for him, as well as at least everyone here has done one double dip of the palace.
Yeah, but so far Salty has done the less. Salty Sponge has done the less double dip, which is the reason he's ahead at the moment. Oh yeah, he has a big bow. So wouldn't bear a double dipping bottom of the well here, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Did he just do the chickens?
Don't know. I have been mainly just looking at Spike for the last 10 minutes or so. And Spike actually setting up the ground jump here. Can you explain that trick for us?
Explaining ground jump. Ground jump is basically it's a glitch, so where you try to pick up a bomb while rolling at it, and then absorbing the damage from it without actually getting damage. So, and then you can no longer do a backflip, but instead you're jumping up a little bit and are able to grab ledges. So, for example, the one in here in Sacred Forest Meadow, you can also do it as a form of B1 skip as child.
Yeah, and one other location I'm looking at is actually inside of Dodongo's cabin as a child, because you can skip then the earliest part of Dodongo's cabin if you do that. But here in Rando, why would you go into Dodongo's cabin as a child? So we are probably looking here as our progression here is gonna be over by the chiefs in Gerudo Valley.
So Curiosa will pick up his Saraya song here. And the eye drops, but we know that Big Gohan has no progression for us today. So we can just ignore it. So, it'll be interesting to see where Curiosa and Beryl will head next.
Yeah, Hirosa did a little better tactic there than Spike did, because Kurosa did the fade out to get to the entrance of Ice Cave, compared to Spike, who did a save and quit. So it's just a little bit faster.
So Curiosa heading towards the ferry, which is a good idea.
Yeah, that is Kurosa's first bomb bag. It is still out of sequence bomb bag, but it's bomb bag nonetheless. Gonna feel a little bit
That
better.
will lead him towards the Dongo's cavern, which will get him his boomerang. So he can do his Jabu. Oh, Wooden is he the first one to do bomb show bowling?
No, we have seen sort of sponge there.
Okay. So picking up his first bomb pack. Very happy probably about that.
Oh, and Song of Storm from Pure Light.
What?
No,
That's sounds.
I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself here.
We already have Song of Stones. So.
I was about to actually say Song of Sun.
Song of Song.
But yeah, that's open up one item. Funny enough. Gonna be interested to see if Spons actually goes and check that.
So yeah, but we are still looking for that first logical bomb back. It was not in Ice Cavern.
It's either behind Serious Song, so that means the Deku Scrub, no, not the Scrub, the Skull Kid, or Duna Dance, or it is over in Garuda's training ground, Garuda Fortress, those things.
So Beryl being in Devil May Cry now. Probably heading towards DC. Checking the ferry on top along the way. Alright, Sponge is heading towards Ice Cavern, which will actually just cost him time. Unless that Darunia's or the long shot is required.
We are gonna see Sponge now also heading up to Ice Cavern.
I just said that.
Well, I'm bad.
No problem. I'm kidding.
The twin mummy Sarah song were in Ice Camp, which is basically what you need to be able to beat Forest Temple, at least to be able to get there, logically. And so, first, if you look at the items, there still is some Sarah effects we have not seen yet.
So Coriosa picking up his boomerang and his second bomb back in the Dongo's cavern. The wooden bear is heading towards the Dongo.
Yep. Oh, and it was big hole there in that chest.
It's the one that Salty has too. So yeah, my guess at this point is that we will find at least like the second strength and mirror shield in GTG.
Yeah, that is a good assumption.
There isn't much left. Oh, Coriosa going for 20? Oh. That's a new check for us. No, only has 10.
Just 10. Come on now. We want to see the 20.
Like we need to, with a nice recoil to do a 2 cycle in the chest room. One more bottle. We're also playing Epona song, so we may see some new checks here soon. I believe none of our runners have checked all the bomb block grottos in Hyrule Field, except Boulder.
I think the only one we have not seen is Boulder on the south side, and we have not seen the Techpack Grotto. The Techpack Grotto might not be a thing though, because we might never find Iron Boots, but who knows?
They're picking up his second bow here. Where did they find his first one? Because it was not the same that Spike picked up.
No, I don't think so. Okay, so it looks like Coriosa might head to Lake Hylia after checking the grottos down here. Might decide to head to GTG. We have to wait and see.
Where's Beryl heading? Oh, he's going for the boulder maze.
Yep.
Fortunately, he cannot show us any new checks there.
It's still the one there on the left side of the maze I have not seen yet. And yeah, Kurota is gonna be our first runner who goes to Lake Heidi as an adult.
Yes, there are a total of 4 checks we can see now. No, 3. We cannot check diving in the lab.
Yep, 3.
Here we get Pierre, may help later in Fire Temple. And allows us to do top of the roof, top of the lab and adult fishing. Because he probably did not plan the bean there.
Don't think he did.
They will do a Mido skip to head towards Forest Temple, which you can full clear now. I believe he dipped Forest Temple too.
Yeah, I think he's been there before. Yeah, Spawn's now picking up.
Yeah, Beryl is doing the jump to get on top of the maze without Pierre or ground jump. Fortunately misses the first time. Second time too.
Rose was able to get the 10 pounds and he gets just a piece of heart.
And Beryl gets in third jump. Meanwhile, Spike having a little bit of problems with Phantom Ganon. Phantom Ganon gets a lot harder once you get to his HP to a point where we would just need one more jump slash. So it is recommended to, when you are unable to get him down, to have at least his HP at the level where he would need 2 more jump slashes to defeat.
Yeah, but Spike gets Phantom Ganon nonetheless. And what is Curse gonna find on top of the lab?
Just rupees.
Oh, okay then.
So, question: is he heading towards Shoot the Sun? He does not have Sunsong yet.
Yeah, he doesn't have it, so it would be definitely a time investment to wait out on the island for it to become night and then become day. So we're probably gonna go to GTG now.
Yes, his problem is that his time of day will probably be a little bit too late. Or not late enough. So you will get there when it's night, so you cannot do the horseback archery.
He could then, though, get the Gondola by the Zest as a trade-off, but I don't know if he would consider that a trade-off.
Yes, Wiley. At this point, GTG has to have something. We require 4 more Go Mode items. We may just make it before sunfall.
And remember, hey guys, we had access to this area very early. We can have gone here in about 1 hour and 20 minutes ago.
Yes, Wiley, you're completely right. So Spike starting his trading sequence. And Salty Sponge never got the big Go on him, apparently.
Apparently, this is not gonna be great for him. But good enough, it doesn't take too long for either rando to do this. You don't have to wait 3 days to get the item.
Well, has he done Jabu yet? Yes, he has done Jabu, okay. Okay, Spike heading towards Kakariko again.
And That brings us to our mark of the seed. Make sure to follow our runners here. So far they have put up an amazing show for us, and make sure to follow our trackers as well, as they have been working hard to
Yes.
be able to track everything here. When it comes to tracking 4 players, it can be quite hard sometimes.
Seems like Spike is doing. Oh, Salt is the first one us to do a Sun Song. Check.
We see Carosa here doing in some shooting gallery and doing that. Not doing the pot strat, but doing the other strat. The pot strat is a little bit safer compared to the strat we see Carosa do, but it'll be fine.
Did Spy forget that he has a Pona song? Or does he not want to go to GTG for some other reason?
Good question. Maybe he's following this area song and decides to do Skull at the same time.
Well, that's a good idea, yes. That way you can save some time. He can now full clear Lost Woods and go on City, which are connected at the same time. Carosa doing a very precise hook shot here, which I never saw before, actually.
Yeah, me neither. I have always done the other strat to get up there.
So, getting top of Gerudo Valley, nothing, while Spike Vegeta is first over want us to do the Skull Kid check.
Oh,
Which has to be
cool. Nice! That's gonna be very nice for Spike. We'll be able to kill a bunch of the bosses just that little bit quicker.
Twin Rover, a good runner, should be able to one cycle with the Master Sword. Jabu Jabu, he cannot use it because he's too small. Volvagia is way quicker with the big golden sword though.
And at the same time, Carosa has made his way into the GTG. So, is this gonna be? Are we gonna? Is Spike gonna be paid out here for doing?
I say bomb back. I say bomb.
Yeah.
First logic bomb back. No, 30.
So probably need them where Carosa is done.
Yes, we're still on the hunt for that first logical bomb back. That's the name of this seed from now.
Yeah, this starts to feel like one of those challenge seeds you would see.
Yes, just punch check 20, elect out of it. Did someone turn in the big Poe yet?
I don't think we have seen that yet.
So let's hope for Spike that he gets some progression here, so he can make up a little bit of time. Where's he going?
This is at least one good thing here for the Song of Time here. We're able to
What?
shake those two back tests here without having
Sorry, did the Spike here miss the exit? In the stairs?
So we might see a damage boost here from Carosa to check the test here in the middle. Oh, okay, not gonna use the damage boost from the enemies. Probably gonna use a bomb then to get through that.
I just take the damage from the fire.
Okay, what is Spike gonna get here from Dancing Goron?
Dancing Goron. Never heard that one before.
Aww.
One of his nuts.
That must have been a really good dance then.
So Sarah song was not required for anything except access to Minuet. Except to access to Forest Temple.
Which would technically also give you access to Spirit Temple because that's where Requiem was built.
Oh yes, right. Yes. Oh, he always been.
Oh, hover boots on Spike.
Mm-hmm. Okay. But hover boots may be required depending on the logic where the keys are in Forest Temple, in the Fire Temple. If you cannot get to the pillar on top, you need them in logic. Okay, where is Spike heading? Did he not do Fox in the Rain?
I think he's going Yabu.
Oh, he hasn't beaten Jabu yet. Okay, makes sense. Okay, yeah. So his routing was do Skull Mask, full clear Lost Woods, and go on City, and then go Jabu. Okay, that's good routing from him.
Very, very nice route.
We also checking out GTG. Hasn't found anything yet. Yeah. On Salty doing Shoot the Sun. Let's see if there is anything on there. Is this Din's fire?
I had a really hard time seeing what that was, but apparently it wasn't anything important to fund.
Ruby, I believe. Loopy.
It was a very glittery rupee.
Okay, that means Longshot is not required for anything.
So that's good.
Means Saria Song is locking at least one of the items you need to full clear this. So probably Iron Boots or Hover Boots in probably Iron Boots since Hover Boots we already have in Gen's Castle. Also, we now know that the gold scale is the last item in the maze in Goron City. That's only thing we didn't check, and we got a hint for gold for a scale in Goron City at the beginning. Did Bear just got 20? Oh, he got 220 scores. Okay, so you can check that next time he is in.
Yeah.
Next time he is in Kakariko. Bunch buying some more sticks. Yeah. There's our progression. Spike got magic in fire.
Let's hope Kurosa doesn't leave because there are some more sticks here inside that is unlocked now.
Well, Kurosa is still missing a lot of items. He's still missing a Sama and his Mirror Shield, so I don't see him leaving here.
Yeah, and it doesn't. Good.
So none of our runners yet have Forest Wind. In 5.0 you could actually place Forest Wind in here to have quick access back.
Yeah.
This is unfortunately not the future of 4.0 though. Wait, what? Who doesn't have letter? Curiosa doesn't have his letter yet? Oh my god.
Apparently. That is...
Can we confirm that next time?
Then, it would explain then if he doesn't have the...
Yeah, let's confirm that yet before next time he opens his inventory.
Yes,
Yes,
Sarius. So he has done nice.
Yeah, yes, he has it. It just slipped through the fingers of our trackers at the beginning when they were just one tracker.
Yeah.
Okay, so there was nothing double strength locked in GTG.
There were some more keys, so we could possibly open up a few more things that way.
So he has all 9 keys in here. What? He does not back. He does not go back for the last check.
That's it.
Okay.
Where is he going now? Is he gonna go down to check? To Lake Hylia?
Apparently. Well, they don't have a quick access to a lake, so I can see that. But he could play Epona song.
He's gonna take the crate. This is actually a pretty cool route. This is how you... isn't this how you're supposed to do it in the Manila game?
I don't know. He's not... But he could hammer... He could recoil with the sword back here. Apparently does not know that's that. Or doesn't want to spend that much time. So Cariosa still needs to check middle of GTG. Middle of GTG.
Yeah, there are a few sets left in there.
Yes, he had 4 keys when he left, and he got to the second last chest. So we know that there's an item on toilet.
Yeah, and it did also... It did also skip out on having to use 2 keys by using Song of Time to get to the right side. So,
the good thing about this is... sorry.
There's still be some item left.
So the good thing is, if he now like finds mirror sheet in here, that puts Cariosa back into the race.
Yeah, but that is quite a gamble. To bet that some mirror sheet is in here. You're probably looking at hammers here. That is what I'm thinking.
So in the meantime, our other runners, Salty, is checking out his bottom of the rack for the first time.
Oh my god, Golden Gauntlet.
Golden Gauntlet in spirit. So the one in GTG is hard required. So Spike doing his Jabu while Wooden is heading toward Ice Cavern. Trying to get up on the glacier here.
I am so glad I'm not playing this seed.
I don't know, I feel like this is like a seed where one of my... I always check out GTG early. I know it's a mistake, but I may have checked it out after getting the bow. Ooh, Din's Fire in Spirit.
That unlocks Shadow, and we have seen the hovers, so...
Yes. Cariosa has the Dins, while Spike has the magic and the hovers. Yeah, so none of our runners have everything for Shadow yet.
Yeah, this area's got a lot deeper.
So wouldn't relocating a family of bugs into Ice Cavern? How deep Water Temple? Water Temple is not... Water Temple is in this seed by not required. Because it's barren, it's a stone, and our minuet is worthless because we already have Saria.
Yeah.
Yes, but I understand if you're called Poseidon that you may have a little bit of a favorite in Water Temple. Let's see what more Curiosa finds in Spirit Temple.
Yeah, with this seed, we are gonna have to go deep. We are basically we are gonna be dwarves and we're gonna dig deep.
Curiosa kinda has to find his hammer soon because there are not much locations left where hammer could be.
Yeah.
Wouldn't bear picking up long shot.
Yeah, unfortunately doesn't have magic, so not be able to use the quick way to do this room with the Inspire, but it's fine. This doesn't take too long time either way.
Spike, take a step back.
And that might have been Spike's 20th token.
So we may both see Barrett and Spike check out 20 soon.
And we have another magic in Spirit.
Okay. That's big.
That is good for Corrosa, meaning that we don't have a fire temple to get magic. So a little advantage here that Spike have basically went away because of that.
Because a lot of runners, they may just go like into... If they find like hammer, you know, that would have been big advantage for Spike. Like they find hammer, they go basement, they find boss key, just kill Volvagia and never go back to fire. That could have been a big advantage for Spike. Unfortunately, he lost that now.
Yeah. So last check here for Corrosa in Spirit.
So, and Curiosa now has the ability to check the first two items in Shadow Temple. So we may see him play... No, he's not playing... Is he going back to GTG now? He's playing Requiem?
No. I think he's gonna backwalk the desert to get to the Haunted Wasteland test.
Oh, Haunted Wasteland, yes. May get Haunted Wasteland and then go back to GTG for the one check he can do now.
Yeah, possibly.
I don't understand why he did not do the last check unless he got a hint for it. Maybe he got a hint for it we didn't see.
But yeah, Spons is gonna pick up his hover soon.
Mm-hmm. So is Haunted Wasteland and the final chest in GTG the... Oh yeah, we have whole of Shadow now to explore. And none of our runners has yet, but we know that we can get very deep into Shadow now. We can full clear Shadow. Okay, there's nothing haunted wasteland. And he does not go to GTG while Salty Sponge picking up his hover boots and going adult, it seems.
Looks like Rosa is gonna dip into Shadow Temple, as you said.
No. Ooh, did no one of or one us do the flame storage?
No, apparently.
They're getting Saria song.
Yeah, this is a nice heads-up play for Croatia, getting this one done. And
Good
there's a wallet.
Good morning, Afterlife. Thanks for dropping by. Spike.
Good morning, good lunch, good afternoon,
So
good
Spike
evening.
got his Jabu medallion. Yes.
So yeah, Spike is gonna start out with doing PR now. So he's probably gonna go adult Link here very, very soon. And Croatia is gonna shake those golden gauntlets.
Oh yeah, that's true. We completely forgot about that part. So Salty doing reverse wasteland will get his second strength in GTG. So yes, so the two items we are still looking for at this point are the hammer and mirror shield to finish fire and spirit temple accordingly.
Yeah, and unfortunately, wooden barrel is heading to fire temple.
Yeah, we'll get a magic in there.
And the heart container for Croatia there in Ganus Castle's fairy fountain. Spike doing child fishing as well while he's over there.
Seems like Kaiosa not opting to dip Shadow, denying us this the knowledge what is in the first two checks there. According to what?
The question continues. Where is our first bomb bag?
Oh yes. Where is that? Is there anything left in Logic except the middle chest in GTG?
Can you get 20 skulls without the first bomb bag? Probably.
Because we know, from what we know, except if something is up with the Spirit Temple key logic, our runners are not able to beat to get the Ocarina of Time, because otherwise Ice Cavern Way of the Hero would not make sense. You know, they cannot get Minuet without Saria's song. So that means that Iron Boots by that logic have to be in Ganon's castle.
Yeah.
So they are not able to do toilet. So are they able to get to Shadow Temple for their first logical bomb pack? Would that be possible at this point?
According to where Din's fire were, sure. They could dip into that and check a few chests in there. However, that's only the first two sets, or the first 4 sets in Shadow. You can get without the bomb bag.
No wait, hovers were bomb block. That means it would be the first. To be the first 2 checks.
Can't you use the lift upgrade to do that one?
Oh yes, they do. You can use the lift upgrade there.
No, hovers for.
Oh no,
spinning
yeah,
a
strength
ball.
2. Strength 2 is bomb block. So where's the first logical bomb bank? They could not get into Spirit Temple, and therefore they could not get the Din's Fire.
Yeah.
Okay, I have no idea what logical check could still have at this point, except middle chess in GTG.
It
Although middle
can't
chess in
be-
GTG they could not reach because they could not get the second. Okay, at
Well,
this point I
not-
believe. What?
It's not 20 skull at least, because Wooden Barrel just sacked that, and that was just a heart container.
Yes. So I lost logic at this point. I have no idea where that first logical bomb back could be.
Yeah. This is starting to get really, really tough seed. Can it... it cannot be on the the one behind Sun Song. Can it be on Big Po?
Oh yes, none of our owners has checked Big Poe yet. Even though they have a Big Poe in the inventory.
Yeah.
No wait, Big Poe is dead. We got a hint for Big Poe is dead.
Ah, okay, cool. But yeah, Spike's gonna fix Sun Song one.
Okay, so I know this is a waste. Will we be able to check the spoiler log after this? Will that be released? I don't know.
Don't know, you're the wrong person to ask that. Yeah, Spike is now gonna check also the Skulltulas. A Wooden Barrel was picking up Big Goron here, so he's also gonna have that really nice one. And yeah, so the funds now is in GTG, but yeah, we are probably looking at Shadow Temple next now.
Yes, let's hope we see Salty get into the middle of GTG.
Yep. And yeah, Neo, also, you can also add in one thing there, and that is we have not seen our logical bomb bag yet either, if you want to just add on to that sentence.
Yeah, unless we did a mistake somewhere. Because the first one was on the Dongo and the second one was in Zora's Fountain.
Yeah.
None of these two checks are in logic without bomb bag. It cannot be in Shadow Temple because Din's Fire is... No wait, where exactly was Din's Fire? Din's Fire was on a dark check, so they are locked behind 2 strength and 1 strength was bomb blocked. So it cannot be in Shadow Temple.
My brain starts to hurt really badly trying to figure out the logic here.
Were these the Iron Boots?
It looked like it? So that is interesting.
What?
If that was Iron Boots, or it was probably just an ice trap looking like the Iron Boots.
Yes, probably. Unless I'm wrong somewhere in my logic.
Would the Golden Scale unlocking Iron Boots there?
Yes. Otherwise they would be unreachable.
Yeah.
Because you cannot use iron boots to get the iron boots.
That's true.
And we are playing with all locations reachable on.
Oh, yeah, we have silvers and even gold on Crosa, so yeah, we could get to those iron boots.
So that would unlock.
It would
So
also
if that
unlock
is
the
not
lab.
the toilet, yes. So Curious getting into Jabu here. Barrel Gun Adult. Let's see where he is heading. I guess it's GTG. Fight Vegeta doing adult fishing. Wait, did we not already see him do adult fishing? No, it was child fishing. Just a moment ago.
I think we're seeing adult fishing.
He's adult right now. Having some problems here with the fish. So, okay, you got it? Ooh. Ooh, what happened? You lost it.
Spike lost it just before picking it, before it got to him.
That's something really rare.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
iron boots
check.
there, down there in Tektite.
If they are not fake.
Yeah, if they're on a fake, yeah.
But what is the... Because Saria's song unlocked nothing. Longshot unlocks nothing. Why is Ice Cavern then Way of the Hero?
It must be for Saria song.
Yes, but Saria's song is unlocking nothing. And if Minuet is reachable without Saria's song, then Saria's song... Was there anything in Forest Temple? I don't remember that there was anything in Forest. Wait, what song did we have on Minuet? Requiem. Ooh! Saria's song unlocked Requiem, which unlocks Din's Fire, which you need for Ocarina of Time. Okay, that's the reason that Longshot, that Saria was okay. You cannot get Minuet without Saria song. Okay, that's the reason. That's the reason. Ice Cavern was Way of the Hero. Okay, so we solved that. So these iron boots can be real. Okay, let's hope Salty picking up his silvers. We not find the last key, so we need to go back. So let's hope we see him go back, get the keys. You cannot do that, Salty. We're not playing on 4.0, 5.0 yet. Did he not save? Or did he just lack that? Let's assume he saved. Why does Saria not being Way of the Hero stop those being irons anyway? Yes, the thing is, if Saria was Way of the Hero, that means Minuet. Basically, that would have needed Minuet was not needed. Or would not be able to get Minuet without Saria. Well, it's hard to explain again, but it made sense until I reconsidered the fact that Saria was unlocking Requiem, therefore unlocked Minuet.
Sorry about that, I'm back.
No problem. So Spike Vegeta heading towards GTG. Okay, I thought you're having a little bit of problem with the likes here.
Oh, that made me think of a video that I saw. When I was speaking about
Is it PG?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
That joke is the video is not PG, but at least that joke is PG. It is just a tongue twister where he says that he doesn't know if he likes but he doesn't like as much as he dislikes the like.
I'm not gonna repeat that.
Good. Yeah, Spike's gonna use the phone to get the GG compared to what we saw on Bell side go, or was it that went through the desert to get there? You're right, it was.
Please, Salty,
show us.
Yes. Salty will show us the last chess in GTG. Karyosa, unfortunately, the only person that could show us anything new at the moment is in Jabu. So Salty will now get the last check in GTG and will then head towards Spirit Temple, probably. Over runners are running low on checks. Let's see, what do we have here?
We are rapidly running out of checks.
Nothing. Yeah. So Hammer and at this point, Hammer and Mirror Sheet are locked behind something in Shadow Temple.
Yeah, whoever dips Shadow Temple first is probably gonna come out ahead here.
Yes, Minuet is on Ocarina of Time. So my guess is Barrel will head towards GTG next. While Spike Vegeta is checking a chest that he has some personal connection to.
Oh, do tell.
Oh well, he always has, like with I Ate Your Pile, a month-long event called Month of Mushroom and Maymems, and well, they did a zootr race during that event. And well, he full cleared his seat basically, and then he was standing before GTG thinking about a check he missed. So, and it was that rooftop check he missed, because the first time he was in that area, he did not have hook.
Ah, I see. Yeah, it looks like Barrel is now gonna head to GTG as well.
And not much else he has left to do. So yeah, a Child Spirit is acquired because it has the boss key.
So Sponge now was picking up his golden gauntlets, looking stylish.
So let's hope for Karyosa that Karyosa will head next towards Goron City, turning in his Saria checks, getting hover boots, then he can do a Shadow Temple next.
Yeah.
And full clear that.
I like having this song here on Spike's side when he's doing archery.
Yeah, it's a fitting song. Salty picking up his fire here in Adult Spirit. So Minuet Force is weirdly and pointlessly in logic. And you have Saria access to Minuet, to Forest. But Saria is locking Minuet just by the fact that you need Saria to get Requiem.
Yep. So, Kurose is done with Jabba now. It's gonna be interesting where Kurose is going next. Based on where it's going, he might be dipping in, doing the dive into Force and then go to Goro City.
Would make sense for him. We are not sure if he advances trading quest. I don't believe so.
Yeah.
So let's hope he does not do Skullmaster next, because that will just cost him time, as we've seen on other one-offs.
Yeah.
So yeah, at the moment this is everyone's guess who will win this from our 4 one-offs.
Yeah.
Yes, we are featuring 4 one-offs today. There are a total of 7 in the race.
Yeah, looking at the list here of all of the runners that is in this race, is also Mike Kratz, Nuclear Reaction, and Fant.
My cat's being a really good one that has been featured in a lot of races so far. Nuclear Reaction is Spike Vegeta's girlfriend, and together with Font, Spike Vegeta are forming the team the Sexy Gorons in the Multiworld tournament.
Ah, cool. That sounds like a very, very strong team.
Yes, unfortunately they lost their first race, but they were up against a really strong team too.
Yeah. There's one other team I'm thinking about on the Multiworld tournament, and that is the team of Andy, Christos Owen, and Patty.
And of course, a lot of fans from Nuclear Reaction today in the chat.
Yeah.
So Kurose getting his Sun Song. Unfortunately unlocks nothing. While Spike Vegeta is, and soon Wooden Barrel heading towards GTG, picking up their silver soon, and probably heading to Spirit Temple next.
Yeah.
So he has full cleared everything he can in GTG.
And
so he has his Stills Fire. Yes. Ooh.
Yeah, finally gonna see shadows.
So he should have his Stills Fire, right? It's not marked at the moment. So let's see how we beat his seat.
Yeah, some very important checks here coming from Kurose. So we have the first test here.
Yes, everyone's going to Shadow. But the thing is, we commentators don't know of any other checks left. That is not at least unlocked by Shadow Temple. We haven't seen Lanceless, not Lanceless, minigame, treasure chest minigame.
Yeah, but that one is locked behind Lens of Truth, which you have not seen yet. But yeah, the fact that we don't know what we have left is actually quite good that we are not racing them, because we would probably be out then.
Epona, London one chat vanilla Epona. So everyone overall has Sorty checked. He probably has Epona, so.
Oh, and the second chest there in Shadow was just a slingshot upgrade. So we are looking at the last two chests here. They are gonna have to be big. Yes, Bum's now also heading to Shadow.
Yeah, unfortunately missing the recoil here. Yeah, so Koryosa and Sorty are at the moment washing to Shadow, hoping for some progression.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the moment Koryosa is ahead. Koryosa has done as much progression as everyone else, except maybe Spike a little bit in Fire Temple. And has more items than everyone. And has the same items as everyone. Everyone has the same items soon. At the moment, you're basically like, Sorty and Koryosa have done Spirit. Spike and Wooden Barrel will soon get their irons and will do more in Spirit Temple. Maybe a Spike and Wooden Barrel are a little bit ahead because they know where the iron boots are.
Yeah, that could be a thing. But the third chest there in Shadow was Bomb Suits. He's gonna go down here to the last chest here.
And that will be a key.
Yeah, it would.
So yeah, but we have still no idea where that logical bomb bag is. We must have missed it.
Yeah.
Because there are no in-logic checks left. Yeah, Sponge definitely have scored up a lot. As did Koryosa. Koryosa will now need to head towards Shadow Temple.
I am starting to wonder here if the bomb bag in the DC is considered in logic.
In where?
The one in the Nogos Cavern is considered logic. Consider that you could use bomb tools, but that would be weird logic progression. Yeah, that can work. I don't know.
Bomb shoes are never in logic for anything.
Yeah, my mind is starting to get loopy.
We must have missed a bomb bag, but none of our runners has more than 2 bomb bags. So Koryosa has 27, Wooden Barrel has 30, so he didn't get a second one either.
Yeah.
Koryosa losing his shield. Yeah. So I hope we can have a look later at the spoiler log just to know where that first logical bomb bag was.
Yeah. There's a hammer!
Hammer!
Okay, Fire Temple is unlocked then.
Question now is, do you stay Shadow Temple or do you go to Fire Temple?
That is a good question.
He's heading towards Fire.
Yeah. We are probably this seed with the fact that we have the access to hovers. There is probably a small key on the boss.
It's, I believe, a little bit more likely. But the randomizer, if he first places the medallions, then the songs, then the keys, and then the items. So it does not necessarily mean that Havas make it more likely to that there is a key on Vavagia.
It can
Yes, we
happen,
still
but...
need Miyoshi there. Bomb bag at this point, I have no idea.
Yeah, me neither.
Because that hammer there is locked behind bomb bag because we got the second strength in... Because once we got one strength in behind the ferry that was bomb locked. And the second strength we got in GTG, and the third strength we got behind our first two strengths.
Oh, Sponge is actually gonna head deeper into Shadow compared to Kurosa.
Okay, that's a divergence there. Yes, Spike Vegeta here demonstrating us where the third strength is. In Spirit Temple behind the first two. So we have to acquire it. Yes, that's a fair assumption already at this point. We are just missing one Go mode item.
Yeah.
Both our runners have found. So this must be a key. Because we know some of the keys already from Spike Vegeta's one. To Fire Temple.
Yeah, there's Steam Fire there for Spike.
Spike already has his Sour Boot, so he can just play Nocturne after full clearing everything here. Of course, he will not get out of Spirit Temple here because he would still find progression in here, but he will not, as we know. Ooh, Salty falling down the invisible platform in Shadow Temple. I will not pretend that never happened to me because it does, and it still does sometimes. In the settings you're playing today, which are the weekly tournament settings, it is our runners are required to be able to beat Shadow Temple without the lens. Lens is only required for chess minigame and doing Wasteland.
Yep. So, I have a question here.
I hope I have an answer for you.
Do you mind if I read through some announcements which has just been made on the SpeedGaming Discord?
Yeah, sure.
So, we have 3 tournaments who have just now been announced on the SpeedGaming Discord. On the 9th of September, it's gonna be the kickoff for the Pokemon Red 90% Glitchless tournament. You can sign up to that one right. Then it is a Final Fantasy 1 Randomizer coming up as well.
Ooh.
And also a Hollow Knight 90% No Major Glitches tournament also happening in September. So make sure to sign up to those ones if you're interested in that.
Would be so boring if Miro was in Fire Temple.
Yeah.
So yeah. So this heat now comes to the decision: was Carosa right in bailing out of Shadow? That is basically what is at the moment deciding this heat between these two runners.
Yeah.
Also with a nice ground jump here. I need to learn that setup, because the way I do it, unfortunately, the bomb always activates the switch, and therefore I lose time by having to wait for the switch to deactivate again, so I can blow it up again.
Yeah.
So, Salty defeating the Diptos. Hasn't found the mirror shield yet in here. Karyosa only having to go deeper and deeper for that first boss key. While Spike Vegeta has finished all his checks in and is not heading into... Okay, he's checking Royal Tomb Grave first, which is the right call to make it in his position.
Yeah.
Picking up another wallet.
Oh, Spons is leaving Shadow.
Oh, it's not full clearing it. Okay, he has opened the shortcut though.
Yeah. So
Checking the ferry here in Crater. Karyosa did not do that.
Yeah, we have not seen this. This could be interesting.
Well, I agree with Salty's call here, opening the shortcut and then leaving. I don't remember how many keys he had. I believe he got the boss key already. We know that the shadow, that the last one is dead.
Yeah.
Is not opting to get that gold scale though in Goron City. And unfortunately, Salty has a lot of stream lag today. By getting the boss key here.
Yeah, and unfortunately we missed what was on the ferry because of lag once again.
I'm thinking about just getting his stream up, so I can check his tracker.
Yeah, do that.
Probably have done that earlier. Yeah, he has not marked his mirror sheet, so he does not have his mirror sheet yet. No. So yeah, the moment Karyosa only one providing us with new information on this seat.
Yeah.
That's the mirror shield. Oh my god, we're in go mode. We just need to get that last boss key in in Fire Temple. And Karyosa will probably, if it is not beaten by execution on this last minutes of the seat, will be taking home the win today.
Yeah, at 2:58:51. Go mode.
Go mode.
I mean, that's kind of my thing.
So Salty Sponge will be punished here by not leaving Shadow Temple earlier. So, and the race between Spike, Vegeta and Barrel will be decided. Where's Barrel heading? Oh, he's checking out at Wasteland, okay. So Spike will probably take home the third place here. And Barrel will be the fourth, or want us to finish. Yeah, Spike is playing good today.
Yeah, he's played very, very well.
Barrel is unfortunately being punished for double dipping a lot of locations today. That's the main reason. His execution is normally better than that of Spike. So.
Well, to be fair, this has been quite a hard seed.
Yeah, it's definitely a hard seed with a lot of hard calls to make. Barrel's long first child route did punish him hard. Did not get a lot of important songs early. Okay, Barrel heading to Shadow Temple as the 4th player today. Checking Tomb first too, which is the right play. Curiosa on the hunt for the last boss key today.
So Hammer was in Shadow, and so Spike is soon gonna pick that one up, so don't worry about it.
Yeah. Now the question will be, will Spike opt to full clear Shadow Temple? Because then Barrel may take over 3rd place from Spike.
Yeah. It is the big key in Fight Temple has been very, very deep.
This seed does not give up.
Yeah.
No, it's the last chest. Yes, we need to get to the last chest in here. This seed wants us to know all rooms in Fire Temple.
Yeah.
There's a Spike not bailing out of Shadow Temple.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see if Barrel does the same thing here.
If he does bail, he will have an advantage over Spike for the 3rd place.
Yeah.
It's not an easy call. There are a lot of checks in Fire Temple.
Yeah.
But what would you do? Like you get an early boss key and then what do? Do you complete Fire Temple for the Mirror Shield? Do you go back to Shadow Temple again?
I tend to only do a quick one if it's Water Temple.
You really don't want to double dip Shadow, yes.
And Spike.
But at the same time, you also want to do progression as soon as possible, because while you're doing progression, you're not wasting time. At the moment, Spike is wasting time with the knowledge we have.
Yeah.
Yes,
But as I said, you don't want to double dip Shadow, so he's gonna clear out Shadow. Yeah.
Curiosa picking up the boss key in the flame, in the Flare Dancer chest, or the Megaton Hammer chest.
Couldn't you just jump down the hole there to get quick down with the quicket?
Okay, there are fire arrows. Completely worthless in this seat. I'll be right back.
Okay. Curiosa now heading into the dragon. And so he had the big one, so we are probably gonna see that strat being used against here. You do quite a lot of damage with it. And how deep is the barrel gonna go? And there we have a go mode for Sponge as well. The barrel is just about the time to pick up his hammer. Yeah, Crows, looks like Crows have failed the quick kill. So there'll be a lot of telling here what Barrel decides to do. Keep an eye on his screen. He's leaving. Barrel is officially in third place. Yes, Spike is gonna full clear this. He's going up on the boat.
Okay, yes, I'm back, and I'm seeing this barrel going to fire, taking the third place away from Spike here.
Yeah, that is unfortunate for Spike. But that is fire medallion for Carosa, only a spirit, and then it's off to GC. But I do believe we have seen the boss key in Spirit, right?
Boss key in Spirit. Yes, that was on Triad side.
Yeah, so it's just basically running to Twin Rova then.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he just needs to get up. Wait, does he have enough keys? Oh yes, they already did the ZL check. It's definitely a hard race. This SG Live qualifier month is not going down without showing why we all love zootr.
Yeah. And here we have the giant wallet for Spike.
Not helping, not helping.
And then for Wind.
Actually, it's actually good because if you now place it and then go to Fire Temple.
Yeah. That is quite fortunate for him.
So I'm actually looking at SL times at the moment to just see if he finishes before his girlfriend.
Yeah.
So at the moment looks like Chaos are gonna finish first, 32nd, Baron third, and Spike fourth, unless someone messes up the execution somewhere badly.
Yep. And Sponge just picked up the big key to Fire Temple.
No, we have no idea where the first logical bomb bag is. I don't know if anyone in chat knows if after everyone has finished the spoiler log will unlock since this is a waste. I would love to know where the spoiler, where we did the mistake in our logic understanding. So I was in the Twin Rover fight. The Salty Sponge is using bombs to hit the second hitbox of Volvagia, making this fight a little bit quicker.
Yeah. Kurosa was not able to get the quick kill when he was at it.
I left the... No. Spike is the only one with the big Goron sword, right?
He doesn't? Did he not do Skull Kid then?
I don't remember anyone else picking... Oh yeah, okay, some other people picked it up. It's okay.
Also, shout out to the sounds that has been generated for Spike. First we had Meep on the Navi, and then we had the falling Goron on his other boot. But yeah, there is Twin Rover down.
That's the last boss in the way.
Yeah, which means it's time for Ganon's castle.
Meantime, Salty Sponge heading to Spirit Temple.
And I just realized that I have been having the Discord as the marked window, so I have a lot of case to remove from the chat.
Yes, girls having the Spirit Medallion, heading to Ganon's castle now. We'll pick up the first place here. I saw this Sponge is working his way up Spirit Temple.
Yeah, the first place of our restreamers here is probably gonna be Kurosa.
Yes, there's no way he will, unless he has a really unlucky Ganondorf fight. But
Yeah.
I don't see any of our runners having problems with Ganondorf. They showed a lot of qualities today.
Yeah, and especially with that magic part, I don't think we're gonna see them having any troubles here. Oh, Spike and Sponge picked up fire arrows. What did they find those?
They were in the room with the invisible hookshot targets in Shadow Temple.
Ah, that makes sense.
The chest you jump onto when you only have a hookshot.
Yeah. Yeah, Gauntlet time for Kurosa.
Kurosa heading up Gan's tower, seeing that no one finished so far in the SL, knowing he can take the first place home. Yes, the mirror was in Fire Temple. Using power crouch steps to make quick work of these skull force.
Yeah.
So, and two of the hardest enemies in the game, but one of the easiest fights with the big golden sword, actually.
Yeah.
Because you just have so much time getting so much power crouch steps in. And Spike regretting his decision right now to try to full clear Shadow Temple by getting that mirror sheet on the way to his Shadow Temple.
Well, why is that enemy there? Spike, what have you done?
I don't know. Oh yeah, job is done. Yes, thank you very much again to our two trackers. Was way easier. It's way easier commentating when you have two people making sure we get all the checks.
Yeah, they're making us look good.
Because I'm getting the hint for the light arrows here that were in bottom of the well, which tripped up runners because they had to double dip bottom of the well because they didn't have ZL at the beginning.
Well, a few of other runners did have that when they entered. Yeah, that was Ganondorf for Carosa. It's off to the pig. I have a question. Do you perform pork, ham, or bacon?
Pork, ham, or bacon? Bacon. How is that even a question?
Yeah.
Yes, Ganondorf revealing his true form. And Karios are probably really excited, not knowing if he will be sniped in the next minutes. Meantime, Spike Vegeta found the boss key. Oh no, that was Pierre. No, he's Spike Vegeta is still in 4th place of our restreamed runners. Wooden Bear on the way to the Megaton Hammer chest where we will find the boss key. Meantime, Karios up using a power crouch step master sword to hit the tail of Ganon. Here, Kobos, thank you for supporting Spike. Unfortunately, he will take the last place home probably for featured runners.
Yeah, Barrel has that little bit advantage here over him.
Yeah, Spike was ahead of his best buddy Barrel, but unfortunately he took the wrong decision and full cleared Shadow Temple, while Barrel bailed earlier to go to Fire Temple and finding Mirror Shield on the way.
Yeah, but let's celebrate our victor here on the restream.
Yes.
Total Sword is being powered up. He strikes down the beast and is gonna finish off with an official SRL time of 3 hours, 19 minutes and 35 seconds. GG!
GG Karyosa. It was really nice. It was really difficult. It was really difficult decisions that our runners had to make at a lot of times. In the meantime, Salty in Ganon's tower working his way up. While Wooden Bear is fighting Volvagia. using these bombs wisely to hit the second hitbox. Ooh. Did he get enough hits in? Unfortunately, while coming out of Troll Horse, but Barrel is good enough in this fight to not hit his first hitbox and being able to get more bomb hits in and using his mighty big gun so to slay the beast.
Yep. And Crow in the sponge now is about heading to his Ganondorf fight. So basically at this moment here, there is a dragon in fight. Is the difference between Barrel and Spike.
Mm-hmm. So the sponge reaching Ganondorf. Meantime, Curiosa does not seem to want us to join for the interview. So the sponge hitting Ganondorf, probably we don't see it. Yes, screen turning white. In the randomizer, the tower escape sequence gets skipped.
Yep.
That is one of the many quality of life improvements.
Yeah, Spike here not doing the quick setup with bombs.
Yeah, Spike likes to use bomb shoe strats, so you basically just spam bomb shoes and explode them with nuts.
Look at that, Barrel is already at the top of the spirit.
So the sponge getting his Master Sword back. So meantime, Wooden Barrel about to get to Twin Rover, where Spike gets in the victory against Volvagia. So the sponge slaying the beast here.
Yeah, Sponge is gonna come in here with an official SL time of 3 hours, 24 minutes and 40 seconds. That earns a
Congratulations.
second place in the race. Congratulations.
No other person has finished so far in the race. We have a total of 7 runners.
Hello.
Which I feel
Hello.
they're joined by
Welcome,
Salty Sponge.
Sponge.
Yes.
I'm so mad. I
Leave your
fucking
onion.
knew. I knew that Ice Cavern was bait. The entire time I'm playing and I'm like, Ice Cavern is bait, and I still did it because I'm a dumbass.
Yes, we were speculating early on that it was bait because of Saria's song. being required from-
100%. But at that point, I was able to convince myself out of going to GTG. I was ready to go to GTG like at the moment I went to Ice Cavern, but I went to Ice instead. But I'm like, okay, I'm missing Magic, Mirror Shield, Hammer, Strength 2. Like, I'm missing 4 items. Even if Saria's is in there, like, there could be one of those 4 in there. Like,
yeah, but Sarias led you to hoverboards, so
yeah, I mean that
not too
was.
bad.
It wasn't too bad. Was I the first to get hovers?
Yes.
Or okay.
No, Spike was first to get hovers.
All right. I mean, I probably would have gone back and done it anyway. I mean, I wouldn't have been able to get the hammer without them. So I go to GTG, get Strength 2, go to Spirit, get Dins and Magic. Yeah, and then I could start looking for stuff to do.
So we have one important question that has been bugging us the whole seed. What was the first logical bomb back? Did you get it?
No, I got 2 bomb bags. One of them was on Dodongo. That was my first one. That's definitely not logical.
No.
And the other one, I think I can't remember where I got it.
So was Fountain Fairy?
Yes, the Fountain Fairy. Yeah, I got that one.
Okay.
I don't know. Chicken Skull Mask. Did anyone do those?
Yes.
Okay.
We saw every check basically. Only thing we didn't see was, I don't know why no one did this, but no one, I believe, checked the, because you can look at the freestanding heart piece at the bottom of Zoa's fountain. No one did that on Restream.
Oh, I did that.
Oh, you did that? Okay.
Yeah, I peeked at it. It was a heart piece.
Was a heart piece. Okay.
Yeah, you can only see it for a split second.
No
so
one did toilet.
Yeah.
We know that the iron boots were in Tectite Grotto if they weren't in Ice Trap.
Oh, I didn't even check those. So the other scale was in the left side of the maze. So it is logically possible. You get the scale in the boulder maze, go to Tectite Grotto, get your irons, and then go to the toilet and get your first bomb bag.
That sounds evil and really, really funny.
Yes, but both swank upgrades were locked behind. So where was the hammer again? Remind me there.
Shadow, the invisible spinner room.
Yeah, but Shadow Access was locked behind 2 swank upgrades because it was locked behind Dins, which was on adult side, so it was 2 strength locked.
Yep.
And one strength was on a ferry, so it was also bomb blocked. So that cannot be it.
Oh yeah, you're right. I'm looking at my tracker. Can't be Wasteland either. I don't know if anybody checked that.
We've seen that.
Yes, we've seen that.
Chess game?
We have not seen...
Lens. We haven't seen no lens.
I think Lens was on the Arch Heart in Colossus. I peeked at it. I thought it was the Lens, from what I saw.
Well,
and Magic.
Was that it? Okay, we never got a good look at it because our Restream is a little bit low on the bitrate.
Yeah. I know that there was one. Yeah, there was the Magic and Fire Temple that you could have gotten early on, and the Lens in Colossus. So it might have been in chess minigame.
Oh my god. No one did that. They were checking boss key chess was Bombshoot.
Yeah,
Bombshoot saved us in this seat.
I'm looking at the checks I have left over, and that's literally the only one that makes any sense is the chess game.
God.
Because yes, Saria's song was in Ice Cavern. You could get to Ice Cavern, get Requiem, get Saria, get Requiem as adult, go plant Beam as child with Requiem, get Lens, and then you get the early magic in Fire Temple, and then do chess minigame. Yes. That would be possible.
My god. If I still had the game open, I'd go do it just to make sure.
I said this earlier on the stream, and I'm saying it again. I'm so happy I'm not running this one.
This one wasn't even. I don't feel like this was that bad. There were like the first seed I ever did of these quals. Like, holy shit, that was bad. Like, Way of the Hero prescription in Hyrule Field. Like, I'm sorry, but this this one I didn't feel was that bad. This is like the first time I felt like I actually played well, not just like lucked into finding an item that other people happened to skip. Like, I pretty much did the same things as everybody else, just did them a little bit faster, I feel.
Yeah. Yeah, while we've been talking here, Wooden Barrel has just defeated Ganondorf, and Spike has just entered Ganon's castle. I think there's too much of a head start here for Barrel. He should be third place.
Yeah, Barrel will take the home over his body here.
Yeah, when I got the hammer in Shadow, I was faced with like a 50-50 decision. Like, okay, everybody else like probably leaves when they get this hammer, but if Mirror Shield's in here and I get it before I leave, then like at this point I'm thinking this is close. Like, everybody is right next to one another, which turned out to be true. So I'm like, okay, if I get my Mirror Shield later in Shadow, like just going into the next room with 3 checks and then like going to open the shortcut, I probably win. If we're as close as we thought I was.
Yes, and you were very close at the end. It was weird how it was very, but I felt like you were ahead for a lot of the seed because of your decision to do Dodongo early, but you lost that time later then again.
Yeah.
And then we also had Spike, who went even further.
Yeah, I saw he got Ferors in there, which is nice. You just drop it and leave, so you don't. At least you don't beat Bongo, but it's still like.
Barrel feeding Ganon 1 face here.
Yeah, the entire time I'm like one of these runners, like somebody skipped Ice Cavern. Like, there's no way, like with the amount of talent in this race, like there's no way that like everybody just did Ice Cavern. Like,
everyone did it. Everyone of the Wii stream did it.
Yeah, I was thinking in my head that like, okay, somebody is way ahead of me right now. Like.
We saw a lot of difference at the beginning in the routes, and it was and then it all came together, and everyone basically had the same problems.
Well, guys, give it up for Barrel. He is finishing off with an official SL time of 3 hours, 33 minutes, and 24 seconds.
Yeah,
That's in fourth spot. Coming in at third place was Mike Crash 45 with 3:27.52. GG.
It is so amazing, such a long way, and then the first, second, and third place, and also the fourth place soon with Spike, are basically in like 70 minutes only apart.
Yeah. I'm mad because I had to win this race too, or at least like basically finish right after the winner. In order to get a perfect score. Yeah, in order to get 3 100s for my middle times.
Oh, that's irritating.
Yeah.
So yeah, Bear unfortunately not opting to join us for an interview today. But thank you very much for that amazing race today, Bear. It was fun watching you and commentating this. So yeah, our last racer, Spike Vegeta, heading to Ganondorf 1 now.
Everyone's close though. I like this.
Yeah, we both think it's big. You guys were a little bit ahead in a lot of the seed. I had the early game, you and Kosa had middle, and then Kosa kind of went ahead.
At Shadow, I assume, yeah.
One decision at the end, and it was so weighty.
Yeah. I'm okay with it though. I don't I don't think it was necessarily.
What would
bad
you have
decision.
done if you had like found the boss key in basement immediately?
In Shadow or
In
Fire?
fire.
If I left Shadow without finding the mirror shield, I would have went back in. I would have beat Volvagia and went back in. Because at that point, it's a higher chance of, like, fire is literally right here, there's condensed checks. it'd be wiser of me to go back in and, at the very least, go to opening the shortcut, and then, because at that point I didn't have Furore, so it'd be wise of me to go open the shortcut at the very least, and then maybe go from there.
Yeah, that seems fair.
Okay, and also our last featured one is supposed to be there. Getting Ganon on his knees here. And taking home the 4th place today with an official Azael time of 3 hours 33 minutes and 24 seconds.
GG to him. Being
Wait,
4th
did
here
I
on the
read
race
the wrong side?
overall.
Yeah.
No, sorry, I read the wrong time. 5th place with 3 hours 36 minutes and 36 seconds.
Yeah, I thought something sounded wrong there. Yeah, let's hope Spike comes in. I want to have a good talk with him.
Yeah, this seed was a lot of one moment decision making, especially in the middle. Deciding where to go, and the big one at the end, staying in Shadow or bailing.
Okay, Spike not joining us for an interview, unfortunately.
Rip.
He must be really mad considering that were 2 bad seeds in a row for him.
Yeah.
This wasn't even that bad of a seed.
Well, for a lot of new runners would it
Yeah.
be. For my skill level, it would be a bad seed.
Fair, that's fair.
So yeah, then let's wrap this up. It has been an amazing race today, and also I want to say thanks everyone for this amazing month of qualifiers. We had a total of 20 qualifiers. So how many people are now? We may have one more race actually, because I believe more than 3 runners are now have a perfect standing, right?
If that would be the case, then I think it's gonna be 1 extra race between those 3.
Yes,
So
we may
those ones who have
see
the
an
perfect
extra
I'm
score.
gonna
race.
take a look at the sheet. Ooh, the sheet hasn't been updated since Wednesday. Or at least the one I'm looking at.
I'm not finding it. Can you tell us who are on the top 3 out of the ones who are on?
Well, the stat sheet doesn't have the results of this race and last night's race on it, but Solly, Juke, and What the Hell's Happened have a perfect score.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to.
Do you have a spot?
Carriosa has 4 100s and a 99.46, so he does not have a perfect score. Because one of the 100s will get dropped. But he's really high up. That's 4 100s including this race.
That's pretty good.
So Solly, Juke, and What the Hell's Happened are in no matter what.
What about you? You got 2 more 100s, right? So you have 4 100s too? So you also a perfect score now?
Yeah, I have 4 100s, but it depends on my score for this particular race. If I get a 100, then yes, I have 3 100s. But I don't think I am going to get a 100. I think I'm going to be like Carrioso, like 99 point something.
Wait, let me see.
Yeah, like the sheet needs to be updated.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's so close. You finish. Basically, we need to look at the difference between you and Karios and the difference between you and Mike. So the
I think
difference
it's
between
5
you and
minutes.
Mike is 3 minutes and 12 seconds. And between you and... Oh yeah, it's 5 minutes. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
so you will just not get a
99 point
perfect score
something.
for this.
Yep.
If you had finished like 1 minute earlier, you would get a perfect score.
Thanks, Ice Cavern. Thanks a
Ice
lot.
Cavern.
You
Yes.
and your stupid way of the hero bait. Get out of here.
So if you're correct, the winner of the travel packages are Solly, Duke, and what the hell happened. So thanks for these 3 amazing winners.
That's alright. I'll just go beat him at the live event. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding,
go,
guys.
You go, Gal.
Yes. Okay. So yeah, then let's wrap up this amazing month. So thanks everyone. Thanks for SpeedGaming for allowing me to commentate races. It has been a lot of fun, and I'm gonna miss that actually a lot.
Yeah, thank you
So,
for
yeah.
hosting me and hosting us this entire time. I know I did like literally 1 race and then the last 4.
Yeah. So reminder why we did this. We have a live event in Washington DC area on October 24th to 27th. SpeedGaming Live. You can participate in this event. We have you have tournaments for Super Mario 64, for Zelda Ocarina of Time Randomizer, and Link to the Past. We will guarantee a minimal prize pool of $3,000 and several other tournaments. You can register for this. You do not need to have participated in these qualifiers to participate in the tournaments. You just need to register for the event and register for the tournament and pay, and then you can participate if the tournament is not already full. Click the link in the chat for more information on that. So, and with that, I say thank you and goodbye, everyone.
Bye bye, everyone.
See you around.